Hi, it's Jonathan.
And welcome to another episode of Hen & Shaw Podcasts. Today I'm going to continue to talk about my interest in music. In the previous episode I talked about how I like music as both ambience and a messaging technique. Well, one more reason why I like music is that it is not only common around the world, but also reflects the cultures that produced said music. In fact, the first two sentences of the Wikipedia article about music is, quote, "Music is the art of arranging sounds in time through the elements of melody, harmony, rhythm, and timbre. It is one of the universal cultural aspects of all human societies." You know something is universal, and the fact of it being universal is one of the first things you are introduced to when reading the Wikipedia article about it. Because music is a universal part of human culture, many, if not all of the world's cultures have produced their own, usually distinct styles of music. Traditional music, if you will. For instance, I think you could tell Japanese traditional music apart from Native American traditional music quite well. Other than being songs that made it into my pocket, these are also, of course, staples of the cultures that produced them. The fact that music is a universal feature of cultures, as well as a reflection of said cultures, is made evident in a very special type of music: national anthems. These are songs that are written specifically to represent a country. Every country has an anthem, just as every country has a flag or coat of arms. Those national anthems often reflect their history or culture. For instance, the United States' national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner, is dedicated to and named after the U.S.'s national flag, and was inspired by the Battle of Baltimore, a naval battle in 1814 between the United States and the United Kingdom that ended in an American victory. The U.S.'s values are also reflected in the Star-Spangled Banner's lyrics, most notably the reference to the land of the free and the home of the brave. Hence, the Star-Spangled Banner reflects both American culture and American history. On the opposite side of the Atlantic, the United Kingdom's national anthem is God Save the Queen, reflecting the UK's status as a monarchy. To randomly pick one more example of a national anthem reflecting the country that uses it, Colombia, a country within South America, has an anthem simply called the National Anthem of Colombia. Other than referencing sublime liberty in its first stanza, the National Anthem of Colombia contains various references to its early 19th century fight for independence from Spain, with the second stanza even listing Colombia's great doctrine as simply, "The king is not sovereign," an obvious jab at the King of Spain. All of this is not to mention the national anthems of the rest of the world, which reflect their countries in similar ways. Or for that matter, the numerous regional anthems that serve a similar purpose within regions within a country, such as the state songs that represent 48 of the 50 states within the United States. Overall, music is such a common part of cultures that the music made by a certain culture, such as a country, region, or ethnic group, can reflect the cultures that made it. To conclude, I like music because not only is it a good hobby and messaging technique, as mentioned in the previous episode, but also because it is a universal part of culture. This last point is so true that music has become a notable way for the culture of a country, region, or ethnicity to represent itself, for both those inside the culture that made it, and even for those outside said cultures. This has been Jonathan from Hen & Shaw Podcasts, and I'll see you in the next episode.